A two-sport athlete from 1967 to 1971, Keith Brown played 4 years as a member of the Husson baseball team and 3 with the men's basketball team, but is better known for his accomplishments on the diamond than on the hardwood. Brown posted a 20-9 record with 191 strikeouts, 13 complete games, and 4 shutouts, while only issuing 59 walks in 205 innings. He posted a career earned run average of 1.01 and a .9 whip, while striking out 8.39 batters per 9 innings, allowing 5.53 hits and 2.59 walks per 9 innings, and holding his opponents to a 170 batting average in over 4 seasons under Hall of Fame head coach Del Merrill. Not only was Brown one of the elite starting pitchers in program history with 22 starts, he also exceeded out of bullpen with 13 career relief appearances, including one memorable outing on May 21, 1969. The outing came during Game 2 of a doubleheader at Aroostook State College, known today as the University of Maine at Presque Isle, when Coach Merrill brought him into the game in relief of fellow Hall of Famer Ron Soucy, who had already thrown a perfect game versus Aroostook State in Game 1 and by this point had now retired the last 33 owls he faced. Brown picked up right where Soucy left off and retired the final 9 batters of the game to combine with Soucy to throw the program's last perfect game. As a senior, he posted one of the best pitching seasons in team history when he went 6-1 with a .57 ERA, 7 complete games, 2 shutouts, and 70 strikeouts in 63.3 innings, as the main workhorse for Coach Merrill. Brown was also one of the best hitting pitchers in program history, hitting .333 with 3 doubles, 11 runs, and 16 RBI, while walking 14 times and only striking out once. He also had a .377 slugging percentage, a .442 on-base percentage, and an .819 on-base slugging percentage. During his career, Husson posted a 4-year record of 57-21 and captured 2 Northeast Collegiate Conference titles in 1969 and 1970. He and his fellow Hall of Fame teammates, Soucy, John Sinclair, James DiAgostino, Richard Morano, and James Arnow, all helped lead the Braves to the program's first ever NAIA District Championship final in 1968, losing to Quinnipiac College 5-0 after defeating New Haven College 4-2 for the program's first ever postseason victory. In basketball, Brown tallied 137 points and 100 rebounds in 24 career games played, while shooting 41.9% from the floor and 69% from the free throw line.
Good evening. I am so pleased to have this opportunity to induct Keith Brown into our Husson University Sports Hall of Fame. He's an amazing athlete. If Keith were to tell you, he's probably a better basketball player than he is a baseball player. But here we are tonight, inducting him into the Husson Hall of Fame as a baseball player. Keith was a very good basketball and football and baseball player in upper state New York. He was all conference in 2 of those sports, baseball and basketball. And after high school, he planned on going someplace to play basketball. However, thankful to Husson, he ended up here with Del Merrill. I wish Del was here to tell you more about him, because Del lived with him for the 4 years as they played many games together in baseball. But I was there during that period of time, and I did see Keith, and I saw his career. It was an amazing career. He not only was a very good pitcher, but he also was a very good hitter. He hit .333 and only struck out once during his time here at Husson. In basketball, he started playing here and in 1/2 scored 36 points, but he chose to put his energy into baseball, and I know Del Merrill was very pleased with that. Keith, over his 4 years, had an ERA of 1.01, but his senior year was really magical. In his senior year, Keith had an ERA of .57. He was a key factor in the great success that Husson had over his junior and senior years, where they had a record of 34-6. The one Achilles heel during that period of time was the University of New Haven. And Keith lost a game, the only game he lost in his senior year. He went 6-1 when he pitched a one-hitter against a fellow from New Haven who went on to play for San Diego in the pros and was the pitching coach for Baltimore, because he pitched a no-hitter. Amazing.
You know, when you look at our record books, his name's in the top 10 in a lot of categories. back from the 60s, and it still stands. And I think that's a testament to the type of pitcher he was and how dominant he was. So I think his legacy is one of those guys that I think really probably early in years established the program and really set the bar. And within that whole group that he played with, there was a lot of great players, and it tells you how good he was at the time. And he obviously still is holding the records that he does.
Keith also, I watched him in a very unusual situation. He pitched along with Ron Soucy, who's in our Hall of Fame, and Ron had pitched the first 7 innings of a game up in the county and had a perfect game. Dell was so pleased with that, he allowed him to continue. Ronnie pitched for 3 more innings, continued the perfect game, and all the pressure was then on Keith as he came into relief. But guess what? He continued the perfect game, and for 2 7-inning games, that team never got a base runner, never was anyone on the base during that period of time. An amazing feat, fun to watch. So Keith, this is an amazing honor, but it's one that's well deserved, and Husson University is so pleased to induct you tonight into our Sports Hall of Fame.